no filter, no chill.
Hello, my country people.
She's the nice one, always trying to keep him out of trouble.
Oh no, don't say that.
These two are on a mission to be the voice of the people. Lagos, are you ready? The Big Bird has landed.
This is Seun and kuti.
And I'm Ifunanya. Join us every Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon on our brand new show.
If I open this my mouth, all things.
Oh, this rain today. Thank God I carry jacket. Because I'm so scantily dressed.
Scantily clad.
Yeah. I want to raise, it's cold. I want to, raise the heat up in our studio.
New home.
Let's feel warm in here.
Or just redecorating.
Visit Adam and Eve Luxury Home.
See everybody for my page. Now you did the greet. Show me we get the page. How about Seun? Where is the love for Seun?
Cutlery, kitchen gadgets.
Why? Where is the love for me, guys?
Bed linen, rugs to boardroom tea sets, indoor waterfalls, and
so I was yesterday. I was doing. I think yesterday do page cleansing. When we'll do this, our first topic about my dad. Before we now move to the other two, you see why. People just anybody will comment not say I did block them. I took my time. I spent almost 5 hours blocking people yesterday on Instagram.
Adam and Eve Luxury Homeware Store.
It was a blocking exercise. I blocked her. Is she married? Yes, she's married to Radio Walk. She's married to Radio Walk. Leave her alone. What's happen?
Alrighty. A very good morning. It's 8 minutes past 11. This fantastic, fun-filled Friday. Very wet Friday as well. But we are here to make your day absolutely phenomenal with the amazing content that I have curated for your listening pleasure. Starting off with your favorite, The People's Perspective, brought to you by Adam and Eve Luxury Homeware. And in the studio with me, as always, my unequivocal co-host, Seun Kuti.
Hello, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to another episode of our amazing political talk show, The People's Perspective. You know how I say, with TPP. Yeah, you know we the TPP. Welcome this Friday. Rainy here in Ikoyi,
Yep.
This rain, is a big man rain.
Yeah, I don't understand. Explain it, please.
It's the kind of rain that wants to become flood. It's not like mainland rain. Mainland rain is poor man rain. It doesn't have ambition. On the island, the rain is a big man rain. It has ambition. It wants to, from rain, become flood.
Can you describe how different, in terms of how it's pours between
it's
mainland
the ambition,
and
it's not
island.
the how. That's why they will tell you, say, rich people work hard. How come they look at Malake pusher? Say, if it's by work, they look at Malake pusher now. Say, you never see your Malake, that thing. When they park this thing, they push it. I don't know if you are familiar with Ikeja. If you know Ikeja, when say that Sheraton Bridge will link Mobalaji to Okpebi. The thing, is like it's up a valley, so it has a quite steep angle of ascent. I saw one guy pushing Omolanke full with metal things up that thing. Wow. I said, "Chai! Wow. Look at Dangote moving."
Wow! Because
that kind of hard work, it must be. It can't, if billions, as much as you drop that, you don't bring billions. That means this whole working hard for money is a farce. Yeah, so when I see this rain, I can tell, not by how it's pouring. I mean, people are working hard. Some people too are working hard, but it's not the same result. This is a flood. You can tell the ambition that this rain wants to be a flood. It's not like mainland rain that just want to roll inside gutter and die. We washed away like nothing or lapped up by the sun. No. This is island rain, the big man rain with ambition.
Fantastic. That's a very fantastic description. Anyways, guys, welcome. You guys missed me last Friday.
If I didn't sleep, maybe I told you.
You did indeed tell me.
Because I don't like when you just tell me with less than 24 hours notice that I will not see you.
Yeah.
It gives me heart palpitations. Yes, heart palpitations.
But I'm glad.
I can't sleep. I'll be sweating from one side of my body.
I'm not really sure that is because I think you need to go and check yourself out. That's a different situation.
If you like the whole of Lagos, just give. Yes, it's one side.
If you're from one side of your body, that's
half
a
is
different
me, half is
issue.
you. It's the side that I didn't see you. We are two sides of the same coin. The TPP team.
Goodness,
we are not complete.
No, indeed.
One side was not functioning well.
That's so
true. I should go to doctor and check. Fear woman,
oh my goodness.
Mona fear woman.
Anyways, but thanks. See, Seun is the best co-host ever. The absolute best to ensure that I was feeling okay. He's the absolute best. So, guys, say thank you to Seun for me. Anywho, let's get into the show. Remember, The People's Perspective is brought to you by Adam and Eve Luxury Homeware, and this is located at number 8 Isaac John Street, Ikeja, GRA. Everything that you need to transform your house, to make it that home that you look forward to visiting, staying in. You know, there's some people that they don't really like staying in their houses for some reason, but I feel like if you make your house into what you love it to be, you would actually love to stay there at least, because there'll be different things that
most people are running away from their spouses.
That's another conversation.
Is it true? But at the same time, that spouse is being difficult because you have not feng shui the house.
See, that's it. You just encapsulated it.
If you had feng shui the house, there will be balance.
I love that.
With balance comes peace. Because it uses stress. See, the whole world might be like the whole world might be burning outside. But that your little conclave of peace and serenity.
That's it.
Serenity.
That's it right there.
Just peaceful. You treat yourself with a year word. Say, read your book. Say, yes, daddy. Pick up your plate. Yes, mommy. Because the rock that they will be walking in, everything will be oh. Ify, wait, don't let me talk too much.
Oh, okay.
But Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. So everything you're looking for. Yes. I deserve it, and I feel everyone deserves it as well. So if you're looking for anything whatsoever that makes your house very livable, very homely, from dining to outdoor, kitchen, electricals, bed and bath, you name it, just visit them in the heart of Lagos, Isaac John Street, Ikeja, GRA, number 8 Isaac John Street, Ikeja, GRA. You can also check out their website, www.adamandevehomeware.com, and just feast your eyes and also go and visit them. Anyways, let's get into our stories for today. Let us start off with the CBN ordering traders and others to accept the e-Naira. So just to touch on this particular story, let's start from the beginning, where in February, to be precise, the CBN actually issued a ruling instruction that that all financial institutions should stop the facilitation of all transactions involving cryptocurrencies. And they also asked all the regulated bodies to identify individuals or organizations that are engaging in cryptocurrency transactions within their system and shut down their accounts with immediate effect. Of course, Nigerians pushed back, they complained. There's a whole lot, going on at that period, because if we're facing fact, we know that cryptocurrency is a big deal in Nigeria, and in the last couple of years there has been an astronomical growth in cryptocurrency trading in Nigeria. Nigeria is actually Africa's largest cryptocurrency marketplace, and it's second only to the United States in Bitcoin trading volume in the world. Now, according to some data from QZ Africa, an estimated $400 million worth of cryptocurrency was traded in Nigeria just last year. Just to, describe and flesh out how much of a big deal cryptocurrency trading is in Nigeria. And of course, the CBN came out with several reasons to buttress their ban and to justify their ban, saying that cryptocurrencies are largely speculative, they're volatile, and they should be discouraged. And also just taking a look at them saying that a whole lot of criminal activities are being empowered through cryptocurrency trading. And I recall the acting director of communications, Usita Nwasiobi of CBN, had said that this directive was just a reminder of an earlier directive back in 2017, banning cryptocurrency transactions, saying that the anonymous nature of cryptocurrency, which made it prone to financial crimes, actually justified the ban. In his words, he said, "It is important to state that cryptocurrencies are digital or virtual currencies issued by largely anonymous entities and secured by cryptography." And he went further, just describing, with cryptography being a method of encrypting and hiding codes that prevent oversight, accountability, and regulation, which is preferable for criminals, really, in general. And so just coming back to what the CBN is saying, on Tuesday, they just ordered the traders and other businesses to accept Nigeria's e-Naira that is set to launch 1st of October. If you recall, we spoke about that. And he said, and I quote, the director of payment system, Musa Jimo, he said, and I quote, "Today, anywhere you present Naira to pay, compulsorily it must be accepted because that is our fiat currency. So the same way Naira is accepted, that you can't reject it, is the same way e-Naira must be accepted. Anywhere in this country where e-Naira is presented, it must be accepted. So merchants must accept e-Naira. If someone comes and says, I must pay my
you say make Yalata take e-Naira must. You go buy a computer now, you go send a go computer school. Abi? Yeah.
And so they said, and I quote, "The liability of the e-Naira money is directly on CBN, which is similar to the cash that you hold." And he also said e-Naira is a journey, and we don't expect that on the 1st of October all businesses and merchants in Nigeria will accept it. We don't even expect that come October 1st. All Nigerians will have e-Naira. It's still a journey, and it will continue to grow, is what they're saying. So what are your thoughts about this? You know, and that's the reason why I decided to set the tone by taking us back to the first directive coming from the CBN actually banning cryptocurrency trading, you know, in Nigeria. And then later on, they disclosed that they're coming up with their own digital currency, e-Naira, that is set to launch October 1st. And
see, this is just part of the whole we like to follow the trend virus that has been destroying this country since independence. You know, as long as Europeans and Americans and white people are doing something, Africans think that they have to engage with it too. We have not mastered analog currency, I keep saying. The analog one, the normal one, easy one, paper one, we've not mastered. We want to jump into, you know, when people say it, me, really, I'm not a capitalist. So all these financial tools, for me, are just different European ways to keep us, you know, economically bound to them. I mean, what are African people doing, jumping on this bandwagon of electronic money? You understand? I don't get it. I really don't, because we don't have the capital as African people. This is what I keep saying, you know, African people wanting to be capitalists. You know, they might tell us now that we trade 400 million, but you see, how many percentage of that is big business? Is boys trading 300, 700, 800, 15, 2,000? Is that in big volume? You know, is that what we are calling $400 million a year? You know, all these statistics. Who said, was it Mike Twain that said this thing? I mean, who said this thing? They are lies, they are damned lies, and then they are statistics. Yes, because, you know, anybody can bring all these numbers to buttress anything that they want to buttress, make it seem like, you know, it is the all in all. Criminals and money. Yes, crypto, they say criminals use dollars just as much as they use crypto. They use paper money. I mean, before there was crypto, I didn't think criminals had any problem in spending their money. You know, I grew up in this Lagos. You know, I think this is just because our politicians want to be able to carry all our money now in flash drive.
What?
Yes, because obviously the Ghana must go and the briefcases are becoming too big and cumbersome. The amount of money they are stealing can no longer be moved by bags. The banks are now being overwatched. So they need this e-Naira to just put everything in one flash drive, put it in their breast pocket, you know, and go to Switzerland with it. Or their preferred stashing haven. You know, I mean, so who can even afford? So when people are talking about me as a Nigerian, I'm saying my problem with money has always been the fact that it is a scarce commodity and deliberately made scarce so it can have value. So that the people that have it can use it to control the people that don't have it. So for me, if I'm from a group, a community that doesn't have it, my advice to that community can never be to play the game that those that have it play. We have to play the game that we can play outside of their power structure.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what Elon Musk did to Bitcoin in just by waking up one morning, deciding to pull out his money, put his money in. The money grew. Everybody, Elon Musk, the thing grew. When it grew to the level he wanted, he pulled his money out. And everybody, the other thing crashed.
Yeah.
All the small players. Because you don't have the capital. To be a capitalist, you must have capital. I keep telling people that thing. The whole world, our Nigerian economy, and it has shrunk since then. But when Okonjo-Iweala, Madam World Bank, rebased the economy in 2014, they said all Nigerian economy was $505 billion. I can never forget it. Everybody, all of us, everything combined, $505 billion US dollar. Apple alone is over $1 trillion. That's to Nigeria. Microsoft over $1 trillion in economic power. That's why people like Bill Gates will come to Nigeria and be spewing whatever they like. You know, the world will say if you don't talk about vaccine or corona, if you're not an expert. Why are we listening to Bill Gates? When did he study microbiology that I forgot? You understand? How is he an expert? Because he's the one paying all the grants to all the press people, grants to all the researchers. He has the money. He comes to Africa, our leaders, money in all their pockets, malaria donation for this, things that they should be able to do for themselves. How can Nigeria be looking for help to cure malaria? Something our ancestors had conquered. You know? So, I mean, so here we are, listening all over again, jumping into a train that we have no reason jumping on. You know, well, our issues in Nigeria has never been one of wealth. Because we have the ability to generate wealth. It's been one of direction, one of ideology, one of value. What do people value? But everybody in power values things over people. And as long as we all behave like that, whether we use cryptocurrency, whether we use open currency, analog, whether we go back to cowries. Because when we were even using that one, not the other people, they sell their brothers and sisters for slave because they wanted things. And it's these same slave traders and house slaves in America that dominate African society and African American society, which are the most influential African societies in the world. They're the ones that dominate our societies. So everything they do is to justify this their mindset. You know, that's why they just keep throwing us on every bandwagon without break. I mean, what is our business with e-currency? These bondage they put us with their paper currency, we've not come out of it. Naira is falling every second like a World Trade Center in 2001.
So in a case where, because like you mentioned, we've not even mastered the analog, you know, we've not perfected it, and do we even have the capacity to move to this level of technology? However, with the way the world is moving, because if we as a country also do, you know, forms of income into Nigeria, we need to move with the times and seasons. So in that instance where Nigeria has decided to embark on this e-currency journey because of the direction the world is going towards, what's your take on that?
E-currency has not come to remove normal currency, you know. The fact that we have not sorted out our currency and we are moving on to another one is the problem of Nigeria. It's the problem of Nigeria. Now, many people that are in fintech will want to say, no, don't say that. Because they want to arrive. And this is our problem. Everybody just wants to arrive regardless of what the cost is. We don't think we're in a nation. Everybody thinks Nigeria is a company. You know, profit and loss, profit and loss. No, Nigeria is a nation, living and dead, living and dead. That is how we must see things, not profit and loss, profit and loss. Everybody running Nigeria like their personal business, living in Nigeria like they are like they are living in a company. You understand? Like Nigeria is a company that they work on. Like, so that's why everybody can just port to America when there's chance. Like, you get new employment, you leave one company to another. You know, you see how our politicians leave one party to another. There's no national feel about anything that is going on in the country today. So for me, we have issues, serious issues with our currency. We have serious issue with the relationship our currency has to the dollar. You understand? And even this technology that would hold this Bitcoin, that will hold this our electronic money, we don't make it. We don't control that technology. You understand? anything can happen. People can hack our technology because they gave it to us. The fact that any country, you know, in real statecraft, anything you take from another country, you understand that the country is using it to sabotage you. Wow. So if your country's government computers are made in China, and the Chinese government knows that they are delivering those things to government office, you think they will not put spyware in there to get your secrets? They will. They will have a back door to enter all the whole financial anything that you think you are building. They will have the key, they will have the back door, because you don't make it in your own country. You know, you don't have the key. You know, and these are the things that we must begin to think of creating, not just jumping on other people's bandwagons. You know.
All right, in case you're listening, join the conversation. What are your thoughts about this, especially the recent directive by the CBN saying that the e-Naira should be accepted moving forward from the 1st of October when it launches? Now, this is a directive that the CBN is giving to traders, that the same way our regular paper currency is accepted anywhere in Nigeria, it should be treated as such. So what are your thoughts? What is your take? And would like for you to join the conversation. 0809-234-5913.
Now only e-Naira, I wanted to buy Dundun now. Any Dundun seller will not get e-Naira. Now for pocket, I don't already chop. After I just first chop one for more, chop one yam, chop one akara. Say, take my e-Naira. You don't have, sorry, go call police. The e-Naira day. They won't begin. Oh, this country.
Oh my goodness. All right, 0809-222-0913. 01515-0913. 01515-1913. You can send a WhatsApp message to 0809-234-5913. Lagos Talks, good morning. Who's speaking? Please turn off your radio.
Good morning. Seun.
Good morning.
This is the first time I'm hearing your voice on radio. I used to listen to your program. Why are you doing Friday alone now? Friday alone is not enough. I will not be waiting till next Friday again to hear your voice. That is preposterous.
Oga Chris, I hope Oga Chris can hear. The people want more TPP. I say, I'm telling our Oga now, I hope Oga Chris can hear this.
I don't finish playing your dad's music now, because your dad is the most sincere prophet I ever seen in my life. More than all these pastors we are seeing nowadays, because the one saying the truth.
Thank you.
See, this country, we are doomed already, because look at these people. Why are they even there as leaders? You want to bring in Naira? Is Naira our problem? The normal Naira, the analog Naira that we have, are we feeling something out? Is it about in Naira? What the fuck is in Naira? Why do you behaving like you leave the normal thing out? Oh, I'm downcasted right now. I'm too downcasted. I'm downtrodden in my own country.
Thank you.
So sorry about that. Lagos Talks. All right, we lost that one. Keep your calls coming through. Lagos Talks, good morning. Who's speaking?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Very nice voice on the radio.
Know, very nice, bright. I love it. What's your name?
My name is Ezina.
Ezina.
Where are you calling from?
Okay. All right. Welcome.
Did you get that?
Yeah. The kitchen was just I think you eat and these guys, there's a people of stopping and read. So I feel the government, I know they're trying to protect us from fraud and all that, but they're talking other areas where they can protect the Nigerian populace. We are still trying to find out if that, like John said. And at the end of the day, they haven't put the system in place for this to be easily acceptable by the average Nigerian. They can't run for the work. If they really want to adopt it, they need to put a 20-year plan. It's always be catching up anyway. They need to start investing in children.
Thank you. Thank you.
They always want to read. Nobody's eager to
indeed.
Read. That's what I feel. I don't feel. I feel they're right. But, as we find ourselves. very much for the great job you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
thank you for
thank
calling.
You so much.
Such a nice lady.
I know.
I mean, she made a great point, because that's the only way. I mean, even this criminality we are shouting about, this criminality is because there's no investment in people. So they have to find ways to survive. Invest in them. Give opportunities. Give programs that can advance people, that can make them meet their ambitions. You know, help people become the best that they can be. That is what society is about. Indeed. But nobody in Nigeria cares about now. Speaking to legacy, bring me up right to what I want to say before our next talk. You know.
But we're going to touch on that, right?
Just touch. I didn't want to waste.
Oh, you don't want to waste time on it.
Except you want us to waste time.
I would like for us to get into it.
You know, because
it would be nice to get into
the thing about legacy is that legacy is that thing that you have done not for yourself but for the betterment of society. And that is what we lack in Nigeria. People that are willing to just do something for their society. Yeah. You know, because they are all these, as I said, these are all descendants of slave traders on top of our head. From the northern elites to all their ancestors did was sell our people. That's all they did. So they are so used to it. They don't know that there's another way. I'm telling you, they don't know that there's another way. They don't see themselves as part of us. They see us as their property. You understand that? When a group of people see other people that they are among us, these are our property. We can do to them as we please. That's what they do, you know, because I say to people, since the slave trade did not end because Europeans suddenly felt bad about enslaving black people. It ended because the needs of Europe changed. They no longer needed black bodies to come to Europe and America to till the ground and farm cotton and grow sugarcane. They were industrializing. Yeah. So those things that they needed were in Africa. So they needed the bodies to remain in Africa to work the land and till the mines and send the raw materials that they need to the factories of Europe. And that's why, even up till now, our best minds go to Europe and America. Just the way our best bodies during slave trade, because that was the technology of the day, was the human body, was the tech of the day. So your human, all the best humans, look at those black people in NFL now. You know, they see all those black men for NBA. How many they see like that for Nigeria? Long packet, all the huge African giants. You don't see those people. If those NBA boys jam you once, you're going to say they are coming from somewhere strong in their ancestry. That's very true. So this is the state. So there's these people don't see them. So yesterday, you know, I saw some tweets about people comparing my dad, you know, to their favorites yet again. You know, and for me, it's just becoming unbearable. I've seen it happen many years. I don't talk about it, I don't do anything. But it's just like so fucking annoying. Pardon my French.
Yes, that's French, guys. French, sorry.
It's French. It means, you know, my, you know, it's spelled F-O-K-N. You know, for Ken. It's French. It's French.
It's French, guys. It is French. So yes, carry on.
You know, why does everybody have to do that? And Fela for me is not just somebody that, oh, I like. Or as people say, they are their father. He's my father in the biological sense of the word. Yeah. The man that raised me, somebody I love so much, you know, and to see people just unnecessarily, the man is dead. He didn't do anything to any of you. He didn't come outside to say anything. You just bring his name and be pasting it everywhere, dragging him. What is that? I used to tell my brother back in the whenever anybody that wants to blow will come out and say, I'm the new Fela. I said, Brafemi, this shit has to stop. I'm passionate.
Yeah, Seun, you're very passionate about it. That's the reason.
These are my first 2 questions on radio.
Guys. Okay, yeah, true, you know.
I'm telling you.
And I'm actually surprised. You lasted for 1 year, 1 whole year. Never did you. And
no,
somehow we
I'll pay the fine. I'll pay the fine. If a fine comes, I'll pay.
But carry on.
You know, so I'm like, we need to nip this thing in the bud because, see, Nigerians don't respect themselves. So that's why I don't say nobody will respect you. I'm like, respect from people that don't respect themselves. You don't see our society. If we respected ourselves, we can't live in this kind of country.
So should we also attest it to the age bracket of the people who are making those comparisons?
No. It is not really, because I don't see anybody doing enough to tell their followers or their horde, or their hives to tone it down. Don't do that. Stop it. Nobody, because Fela is not their problem. They just want to benefit. Fela is our problem. He's my father, so I'm the one that has to read somebody insulting my father. So I told my brother, they dehumanize him when they do that. Because when you do that, for example, you act like Fela is just something. He's not a human being. He's a human being. Don't dehumanize him. If you say you're the new Fela, it means you're my new father. You are the no. You don't understand. You are removing his human side. You can't do that. You can't separate him from his humanity. That's what his oppressors did when they want to beat him to death. And I'm tired of Nigerians insulting the man. When my father just died, I told my mom. I remember this vividly. I told my mom I didn't want to go. My dad died. I was in GS3. I was going to SS1. I said I didn't want to go to school anymore. My mom said, why? I said, because I know as soon as I get to school, the students will start saying rubbish because of how my father died.
Wow.
My mom was like, I'm disappointed in you. I can't believe you, a kuti, will say that because of what some people want to say. They're not going to go to school anymore. So that was the end of that. So I went to school actually, and guess what?
Oh, wow.
No student said anything. On the first day of school, it was my English teacher that insulted my dad.
Wow.
To me, your father has died now. When we'll be telling you that he doesn't live this. And I could not believe it. I was 15 or something.
Oh, that's terrible.
You understand the way these people
terrible.
were? So now their children too have now come. In the name of their following Wizkid. In the name of that they love Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Fela is the dragging tool. Why can't they name some near Ade, Ebenezer Obey? Why all these people? Why they leave all these people alone now? You Fela the only legend in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Why not drag? Why don't call Bongo Zikwe? Why not call Vinedu Angoli? All these people, Onyeka Owenu. Why always Fela? It's an up. Go and look at all this. Majority of the pages, no post, 2 followers, following 20,000. It's an up. To continue that same psychological attack on the Kuti family that has always been trying to ridicule the only legacy, the only man that lived a life of legacy.
Wow. To
the level that he did for this country. Gave everything he had. My dad we lived in our own personal house, my shrine, with like 300 people. That my father was giving allowance every day. Salary every week. Fela didn't pay monthly salary. Fela was, American in that sense because that's where he broke out. So he used to pay weekly salary to everybody. They didn't have jobs. That they had work. They were just in the house living and eating.
Oh, wow.
And he would still pay them salary, give them daily allowance. That's how Fela spent all his money all his life. So to now grow up, and this is 20-something years after the man's death, you don't go to Jamaica and hear anybody say that they're the new Bob Marley. Because Jamaicans will just, they will lynch you immediately. They understand respect there.
Yeah.
You can be inspired by Bob Marley all day. You can never hear that Jamaica has brought a new Bob Marley.
Yes.
You can never hear it. It's another thing to be inspired, it's another thing to be disrespectful.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but I feel like people also forget that Fela was not just an entertainer. And I feel like that's exactly what they're using as a symbol to compare him with the Wizkid, compare Wizkid and a Burna Boy to him. He was not just an entertainer. It's also what he stood for. And aside that, he was also a father. He had family as well. So I feel like it's also the depth of people's understanding of what Fela did for Nigeria, and not just Nigeria as a whole, breaking it down and demystifying it with the everyday Nigerian, like you just mentioned, having 300 people in the house, them not having jobs, but him choosing to pay them a salary every week. So I feel like it's the depth, and that's something that these people are lacking. Hence the reason why I was asking, do you think it could be as an effect of maybe the age group of the followers of these musicians, where they're not really aware, they just only know, oh Fela was a great man, not necessarily understanding the depth of what he meant for Nigeria and to Nigerians?
My own point is, just let the man be. Finish. We don't need you to associate with him for him to be what he is. Nigerians did not embrace Fela before there was Fela on Broadway. Before anything happened, Fela's greatness came in spite of Nigeria, not because of Nigeria. You understand? Because Nigeria and Nigerians took everything from us. They took everything. I still remember growing up on the streets walking on the street as Fela was a stigma. People, Fela picking, will be laughing at me and things like that. So I understood growing up in this country. You understand, with you people. You know, but it's 21 years after the man's death. Let it go. Buhari's children, please, let it go. Leave my dad out of your mouth. Talk about your father. What has your father done? What has your father achieved? That is why you cannot respect mine. Because, you know, you didn't grow up with a father. You grew up with a man, you understand, in the house. A hollow man that you saw oppressed, that couldn't fight back, that couldn't speak, that didn't treat your mom right, you know, that couldn't earn enough for you to live the life that you see on TV. I understand that. So you've never been able to respect a man that is a father. But you see, my father is not like that. He was different. And I love and respect him completely. So I will not sit back and just listen to some badly raised child because of whatever is happening in this world online. Leave the man alone then. Just leave him alone. All of you should not associate with him. Leave him alone. You don't have to say you're the new Fela. You don't have to play his music. You don't have to steal his lyrics. There are so many music. So leave him alone. He's not that great. Right? Leave our team for us now.
All right, Seun. Just to, you know, douse the tension down a little bit, let us talk about something that I believe a whole lot of people love to partake of, which is food, which is eating. Maybe not a lot of people love to cook, but they love the aftermath of cooking, which is eating. And this brings me to Men Who Cook competition. So this is definitely brought to you by Adam and Eve. It's a competition. So before I get into all the details about this competition, Seun, I must ask you, because I know you have a restaurant and I know your wife is a brilliant chef, but can you cook, or do you cook?
I can boil water. I can make indomie. I can fry egg.
You know what? It means you will survive. It means you at least you can make noodles and fry egg and boil water.
I can soak gari in cold water. I can't make eba. Oh, no. You dare try to make eba. All my friends that was supposed to eat the eba, instead of eating the eba,
pudding.
They thought it's some kind of science fair, calling everyone to come and look at the eba, carrying it around the street, showing people like, look at what she called the eba. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was a funny day.
Anyways, guys, if you are listening, if you're a man, do you cook for pleasure? Are you the shakara cooking king of your family or your group of friends? Are your culinary skills top notch? Then join other men who cook to show off, to show out, but most importantly, to have fun and a chance to win big. So all you have to do to be a part of this is to DM at mwc.africa, and this is on Instagram at mwc.africa, or you can send an email to dopplermediang@gmail.com. So I'll just spell that out for you: dopplermediang. So dopplermediang@gmail.com, or you can send a WhatsApp message to these numbers: 0809 781 7483. I'll go over that particular number again: 0809 781 7483. Or you can also WhatsApp this line: 0802 223 5455, 0802 223 5455 to sign up as soon as possible. Use your 60 seconds video to show or to tell us why you should be a top 20 finalist. Now, don't forget to include your name and your contact details. Not only that, take it a step further, follow and like at Adam and Eve Homeware and at mwc.africa. So I'll go over that again, and this is on Instagram at Adam and Eve Homeware and at mwc.africa. Now remember that the entries close on the 21st of October 2021. So it's going to be closing pretty soon. So if you're a guy, and you know, this is all fun and games, but most importantly, you get to win big.
Wait. All you guys living with your mom, don't go and let your mom cook now. You now go and present the food.
You know, that's true actually.
Listen, Lagos boys, I know now. don't do that. I mean, that's the no.
Do not do that. You'll be found out anyways.
I mean, because you know? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Let mama be.
And the thing is that it's fun. So just have fun with it. Have fun with it. Show us your culinary skills. Show us how you cook, how you survive. If you don't have anyone to cook for you, or if you don't have access to actually buying food, let us know. Just show off and show out. Remember, all you need to do is to DM at mwc.africa or email dopplermediang@gmail.com or WhatsApp 0809 781-7483 or 0802-223-5455. And of course, this is brought to you by the one and only Adam and Eve Luxury Homeware, and you deserve it. So ensure you're a part of that. And I'm looking forward to actually seeing you and seeing all the goodness and the magic you're going to create in the kitchen. Lagos folks.
Yeah, hello, Ify.
Hi, good morning. Who's speaking?
How are you? Ify and Seun.
We're good.
What's up? How you did, Seb?
You see, sense will not kill you. Sense will not kill you. Because sometimes when people do comparison, there's no need to compare. I always tell people, we live one life. And I can see how passionate you talk about your father. And I'm brilliantly impressed about it. Because, you see, people don't understand something. And when they don't understand it, they say what they want to say. And that's one thing. And for a teacher to say that to you at a very young age, then I don't think such people should be where they are supposed to be. However, this is Nigeria. This is what is ongoing, and that is what they keep doing up till now. Remember, when you say investing in people, we've had different visions in Nigeria. Vision 2020, Vision 2010, right? Where has it gotten us to? We do not invest in people. Because if you invest in people, then that will not become your greatest result. If you remember the time in Norway when one of these guys went to kill kids, they were already doing politicking.
Yes.
And they were in the camp.
Yes, the junior politicians of the Labour Party in Norway, of the Workers' Party. Yes.
Here is how much you can grab, how much you can take. That is the way your father has lived, so you should also live that way, right? That's why you have the imaginary system, right? And you just keep going on and on and on.
All right, Sebastian.
Very, very annoying.
We would have to let you go so that we can get more calls and read more messages. But thank you very much for your take. Just very quickly getting on WhatsApp. And this is coming from Kelewinski saying, I can't put myself in Seun's shoes, but I think Fela means different things to different people and he cannot control that. Some people call themselves born again, so to speak, and you can't control how they see your father. They can never
but
see
born
Fela
again. Jesus Christ said you should be born again. I mean, what can you compare that?
I don't really understand the correlation, but this is coming from listeners say, good morning, Ify and Seun. Concerning the cooking, my mind just they go to my brother. He's a huge fan of cooking and he also cooks so well. Then tell him to be a part of this.
This girl wants to cook this cook.
All right, guys, let's move on
to
other stories. So quickly to wrap this up, let's talk about the federal government's response to terrorism in Nigeria, particularly towards the area of naming and shaming, which has been requested several times by the general public. If you take a look back in, I think, March or so, the federal government came out to say that they had arrested about 400 BDC operators in relation to, terrorism support or financing. And after that, we didn't really hear much about it. We don't even know the people that are on that list, and people have been asking what happened to those people, why aren't they naming them and shaming them. And I remember the special advisor to the president of media and publicity, Femi Adesina, he came out saying that the Buhari government is not interested in naming or shaming Boko Haram sponsors, that what they're interested in is to carry out investigation, saying that naming and shaming would not be the motive, rather bringing malefactors to justice would be it. is what he said the Nigerian government is focusing on as well. Now, still in line with that, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami, he assured yesterday that no stone would be left unturned in the prosecution of Boko Haram financiers, saying that it wasn't yet time to name and shame their sponsors. In a statement signed by his media aide, Dr. Umar Gwandu, he said the investigation to unravel those behind the activities have gone to an advanced stage. Now, according to him, he said, and I quote, Nigerians would be properly and adequately informed about the investigation and prosecution process at the appropriate milestones as they unfold. The position as it stands is that investigation has reached advanced stage and the government will make statements in that direction in due course. Time is not ripe for holistic disclosure so as not to preempt the investigation process. The prime object remains the attainment of peace and security of our dear nation. As far as terrorism funding and financing is concerned, we have succeeded in identifying those that are allegedly responsible for funding same, and we are blocking the leakages associated with funding while embarking on aggressive investigation that is indeed impacting positively in terms of the fight against terrorism. And the truth of the matter is that investigation is ongoing, and for the purpose of investigation I would not like to be preemptive. So he's saying for the sake of the investigation and so as not to affect the should I say the progress of the investigation, they would not be naming and shaming. However, Nigerians believe that or see the government as not being transparent enough, especially regarding terrorism.
That's not the way Nigerian criminal justice system works. The first step is to parade the criminal,
which we have been talking about for a very long time.
Even though it's unconstitutional.
The police force, the EFCC as well.
They all do it.
They're known to do this, but in this case,
they come out, they parade you even before you are guilty of the crime. You are paraded with handcuffs in front of the media like a criminal. All sorts of things are put in front of you as evidence. You understand that you have to face. You know, even though you've not had your face day in court, there's no proof that those things are yours. They've not proved it beyond reasonable doubt. But they put it in front of the person. You know, you have to live with that stigma for the rest of your life, if guilty or not. You understand? I remember one of our friends when we were in high school too that went to carry cocaine.
Oh, wow.
It's true. Yeah, he's a big politician. He's one of the big time politicians now. Let me not name his name yet. Let me just not name and shame. As they say. Wow. He went to carry cocaine. Very useless boy. I'll tell you, this motherfucker.
Hey, Seun, you know what? This is not Instagram Live. This is Lagos Talks.
But I have to tell you this
NBC,
story.
we apologize.
Today is an emotional day for me.
It is an emotional day for Seun. We do apologize. We take responsibility.
This guy, the day he was going for the job, he's in my house. He slept and passed out and almost died, and everybody helped him, and he traveled, came back. Anyway, when they arrested him, AJL paraded him on TV. You know, like they showed him. Remember Crime Fighters? They showed him in Crime Fighters. He's in politics now.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Interesting.
He's the federal. They are the federal caucus. You know, these are your politicians. Anyway, so I'm not surprised that, you know, when it comes to their own, they'll be like, who do they want to name and shame? You want them to start naming themselves and shaming themselves? You know, you'll be surprised that these names are called. You see, I always tell Nigerians how you will know the depth of what was it called? Terrorism funding and participation in Nigeria is that the only Nigerian caught for trying to bomb a plane, Abdul Muttalab.
You remember that?
Exactly. Is the son of the former First Bank chairman. So this is what people need to understand when it comes to this terrorism in Nigeria and in Africa at large. It is not the game of the poor.
Wow.
It is not the game of the poor. If we begin to enter into terror, see, America gives Nigeria hundreds of millions of dollars a year in military aid because of terrorism. Based on that money that is coming from America for them to share, it can't end. That same money America is sending, part of it is going back to give the keep it up so I can collect next year.
Oh, wow.
You too, uncle. I never see that side.
Nope.
So there's no naming and shaming anybody. Who do you want to name and shame? America themselves have been proven to be funders of the same terrorists they say that they are trying to fight. The game is dirty.
The game is the game.
It's very muddy. I mean, the terrorism game. I mean, the whole government, Qatar government, was sanctioned, even though everybody is going there to do World Cup. they sanctioned them that they are the #1 sponsor of terrorists in the world. You know, so I mean, naming and shaming them is detrimental to, I mean, Nigerian government for sure, because I mean, the names you will hear, you know. Well, I just tell people that the only person they've caught that is in Guantanamo Bay as a Nigerian is the son of the former First Bank MD. Just think about that, you know.
That's
exactly, you know. These when you see our soldiers hesitant to attack Boko Haram sometimes, you know, you have to know the kind of people that are there.
And remember, we've been complaining, and the citizenry has been complaining about the so-called amnesty that they are granting the repentant Boko Haram bandits, and with the military coming out to say we're not being soft with them, we're only trying to ensure that they are strong enough to go through the process that comes after them being caught, saying that at the end of the day they have rights as citizens, you know. And I'm just taking a look at it as how other countries like the United States of America ensures that they are respecting the rights of their citizens, even if they are being arrested. You know, just taking a look at it from that perspective.
Arresting a citizen that commits a crime and arresting a combatant. The combatant that one is now Geneva Conventions, prisoner of war level. It is not a citizens discussion. You go through a different, you know. Anyway.
Well, this is what, you know, we've been seeing with, you know, several batches of these repentant Boko Haram bandits being granted these different welfare packages. And we've seen that pictures and videos have been made with these placards of them saying, "We are sorry, Nigeria. Forgive us, Nigeria."
How are they writing in English?
That's a very good question.
When they say Western education. I mean, anyway.
It is 11:50. We're gonna take just a few calls and then wrap this up. Lagos Talks, please turn off your radio. Good morning. Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Peter Monse from Shomolu.
All right, quickly.
Mr. P, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. You remember when Godswill Fabio on NDDC program was at the National Assembly?
Yes.
And when he was telling them, point out that, look, some of you here, what did we hear? Off your mic.
It's true. He said you took the contract.
You know, they were telling us that, look, by the time they name the people that Nigerians will be shocked, they will say the kind of names that will be there. I think this is another of your mic. Cover your papers. Take your files. Because they will not want us to know.
All right, thank you very much, Peter Monte. Lagos Talks. Good morning. Who's speaking?
Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for the talk.
Hey, Buka, long time. Welcome.
I saw Buka yesterday, by the way.
Really?
Nice one, if you.
Yeah. All right, quickly. Let's hear you.
I'll tell you, honestly, rest your dad's soul. My grandfather died today. My brother sent a message.
Oh, wow. Our condolences.
He's in his 100 and something years.
Wow.
Died and everything. Died in hospital, as I heard. But what is happening? Identity crisis. They are using it to confuse our head, just to fight ourselves, and they are just about collect our money go outside. For the Bitcoin, what platform are they using? Is it crypto? Is it blockchain? Or have they even? I just checked on Binance. Naira is 0. something naira trading there. So I hear Luna very.
All right, guys. This is coming from a listener on WhatsApp saying, "Hi, Ify and Chion, talking about politicians with questionable character and who used to be a part of dirty dealings. I remember the popular club owner who shot someone in the leg used to receive money for allegedly used to receive money from Yahoo boys. Was there a godfather, and now he is in the house of reps," is what you're saying. So are you saying was there a godfather? I'm not really sure the last part of it, but you're trying to identify or highlight someone who allegedly used to be a part of dirty dealings before he became a politician.
I mean, the minister, one of the advisors of the Ogun State governor, is he not one of his aides, top advisors? He's in jail now in America. They just held him to.
Oh yes, we spoke about that.
I mean, all the rumors going around the APC leadership of Lagos back in the day and drug dealings from Ashiwaju to Koro and everybody with when they were doing their campaign, slandering themselves. Wow. You know, so I mean, this is the game we've been putting. So,
all right, it's 1 minute past 12. It's time for us to say goodbye. This was a very explosive edition of the People's Perspective.
And NBC, please don't find us.
Don't find us
because of my French.
All right, thank you so much to everyone who was a part of the show today, and a big thank you to our amazing sponsors, Adam and Eve Luxury Homeware. I deserve it, you deserve it, we all deserve it. And like we always say, if you want to make your house into a beautiful home, a livable home, somewhere that you love to dwell with your family, then you need to visit Adam and Eve. Check out their website, www.adamandevehomeware.com, or check them out, number 8 Isaac John Street, Ikeja, GRA. And remember, if you are a man that can cook, if you know you can cook, or
like,
you're cooking
better than me,
you are better than Seun. Definitely, you need to be a part of the Men Who Cook competition.
But
just
my Indomie can win this competition.
Quickly check out their Instagram page at mwc.africa, at mwc.africa for more information. Seun, always a pleasure having you in the studio. Before saying goodbye,
you know, it's the best part of my Friday, sitting down here with you for an hour.
I know.
Yeah, so everybody, as usual, as I always say, Lagos drivers, giving a safe road. Instagram, Big Bird Kuti. Have somebody tweeting for me from London at real Seun Kuti, and Facebook Seun Kuti. Yeah, let's keep it going.
All right, guys, thank you so much, and a big thank you to everyone on Seun Kuti's live. Thank you for joining us today.
This my live is Ify live.
Keep joining us every Friday 11 a.m. And yes, guys, don't forget reality radio tuning 3 p.m. We get to talk about all things reality TV shows. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Today's topic, we're going to be focusing on men that are super expressive to a point where they feel like they're embarrassing other men when it comes to women and their feelings towards women. Because something happened in, this popular reality TV show where a guy just seemed like he was downcast and downtrodden because his love interest happened to leave the house for a few hours. So people were like, oh, you are disgracing men around the world. How can you be crying? How can you be sad? How can you be able to move for this woman? So we're going to be touching on that.
This is because I can just tell you quickly, African women do not deserve love. Because the way I'm telling you, it is not encouraged.
That's an angle.
Because you tell everybody's ashamed to say they love themselves. You can't tell your friends you love your girlfriend. You are a fool. You have to be stoic in front of African women.
There you go. That's the word, stoic.
If an African woman tells her friend that she's in love with her boyfriend, they'll say she's I don't know what they call it. They say men are simps.
You're not supposed to love the man like that. You allow him love you and love you to stupor.
African men that are in love, please be in love. You have every right.
Yes.
I mean, this emotion that
you have
tell
emotions
you, it is manly not to be emotional.
That's a lie.
It's a lie.
Anyways, we're going to have that discussion and more. I would love to get your take on that. 3 p.m. today, reality radio right here, and there might be some giveaways. So ensure that you tune in for that. And no, you can't win any giveaway.
Anyway, at my own show at the Shrine tomorrow.
Hey!
From 5 to 11 at the African Shrine. At 6 to 11. Sorry, at the African Shrine.
Out to me on Instagram at Ify_I. That is IFY_I. Don't forget to follow Lagos Talks at Lagos Talks 913 across all social media platforms. Check out our YouTube channel, Lagos Talks 913. We have amazing videos. The midday show isn't over yet. I have great content coming your way at 12:30. Directions, that show where we get to point you towards the right direction concerning several topics and several issues. And my co-host Banke Shotomi is back after a mini hiatus, and